to touch the in a deeper nerve in you that will make you found the Biafra advocacy, worth it. He did. The first set of people that went against him were the Biafrans too. Yeah. Even to this day, those who have been hunting him, who have been looking for means to clip his wing and the rest of that, who have spent a lot, they have been the Biafrans themselves. Because like I told you, in Nigeria, as long as Nigeria exists, and people continue to put their hands in that cookie jar, whatever they can get out of it, trust me, whatever the system asks them to do, they will do it, just to keep them getting that soft life as much as possible. And then make sure, even if they have to sacrifice the comfort and the safety of their own people. So in Yoruba land, those who said Yoruba Nation, Yoruba Nation, they were Yorubas. But when you ask why, you will realize that it is because of their own political orientation, political conditioning, or should we say the social conditioning, that made them believe that even if they want to get Yoruba Nation, it should be after a Yoruba man is president of Nigeria. Like, we are ready to sacrifice our life, the life of our children, and then their future for the fact that we just want a Yoruba man to be this, because that is more important. Same thing. When you ask those who condemn the Biafrans, who condemn the IPOB, who go all out to gaslight them, who go all out to spy them and even kill them, who are Igbos themselves, you will realize that it is because of what they are hoping to become from being part of Nigeria. Some of them believe that they have invested so much in Project Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu is going to scatter everything. So it's easier to say, oh, look at them. And when you talk about gaslighting, I was telling somebody, I said, you should ask the IPOB what it feels like to be gaslighted, to be called what you are not, to make all your explanation to go, to go off their heads. Gaslighting, telling you are this when you are not. Ask the Biafrans, ask the IPOB. So if you see anything that the Obidients are facing today, as much as it is just the reflection of your anger, frustration against the system, now you can tell that the system is also coming for you, because you are using one of them to take power from them. You want to use one of them to take power from them, telling them that you found one that is in a way relative to you. His idea, his ideal, his vision, is what he represents. Somehow, you can a little bit live with that. Therefore, through him, you can take on the system, because the system is the PDP, the APC, as you all know. Those are the ones with your structures and the rest of that. Anyway, just the same way we have them in the Yoruba land, like I told you, where those who have always been against the freedom of the indigenous people in every part of Nigeria, they have always been the indigenous people themselves, especially those who are stakeholders in this project Nigeria. So when you now see the establishment ganged up, and they decided to call you, whether you are a Yoruba man, a Yoruba woman, an Hausa or a Fulani man or woman, and you call yourself Obidient, and people are saying that you are IPOB, you are dangerous, you are a bully, social bullying, you don't have respect, you just abuse everybody, you don't have this and that. That's what they call gaslighting. Something like, they'll say, hello, sir. Hello, sir. I mean, hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine, sir. I'm fine, sir. Yeah. Then after a few minutes, like, man, you see this Nigeria election, all these things, I've been thinking about it. And then you suddenly said, sir, I'm obedient to, I'm obedient to. Automatically, if the person you are saying you're obedient to is not, they automatically feel threatened. Do you know that? automatically. Because to them, there are so much effort being put in place to gaslight you when you declare yourself as obedient. Hmm? They will call you criminal. They will call you abusive. They will call you bully. They will call you liar. They will call you things. That's called gaslighting. Do you get that now? If you say something, if you are supposed to say 5 sheep and you say about 7 sheep, they will gaslight you and say, you see, he's a liar or he's lying. Look at him. You see, we told you he's a liar. This thing is 5. It's not 7. Let's pay attention to all these things. Oh, pay attention. Oh, they are all lying. Look at them. Even though that same lies and lying that they represent as a system, the establishment, that brought about this failure, division, bad blood, corruption, terrorism. They are lies, lies, and lies, and lies. They believe that they own monopoly to it. So they can, all they have to do is what? Gaslight you and say, Shebi, you said that thing happened 4 days ago. Well, I mean, it's not 4 days ago. Let us also, we need to be very factual when we are trying to do good. Oh. This thing happened just 3 days ago. So it is called gaslighting. They did the same thing to the IPOB. They did the same thing to Sunday Igboho. They did the same thing to the Yorubas that they have been hunting down too. Gaslighting. If nothing is done about this Sunday Igboho, this one that is putting Ogun on, is wearing jazz. This, what is all this nonsense now? Eh? This is not right. We can't let anybody just call and believe that they can just do anything. It's called gaslighting. So you'll be like, I mean, if they can just make sure that he's not wearing those things, so that people will not feel like it's called gaslighting. What you are doing, the legitimate thing you are doing, your good intention for the common good, once they gaslight you, everything else doesn't matter. Anything else doesn't matter. They did the same thing to IPOB for 7 years. They're still doing it. They said Nnamdi Kanu brought radio equipment, which is the camera phone, laptop, internet Wi-Fi. Are you with me? Facebook page linked to Biafra radio. They said they were weapons to overtake Nigeria. And suddenly, radio became a weapon that is more dangerous than the Boko Haram that are moving weapons that could shoot down fighter jets. That is what you call gaslighting. So the narrative, all they have to do is just use the propaganda to plant all these ideas in you by letting you know that that microphone, that camera phone is a dangerous thing. It's more dangerous than AK-47. This is what caused the war in Liberia. This is the same thing that caused war in Rwanda. Once they begin to plant them in your heart, the purpose of the whole thing that they are trying to destroy will be defeated. But, Baba, for 7 years, IPOB fought them. Propaganda for propaganda. To the point that IPOB frustrated Nigeria president to lock his comment section on social media so that people can't access and comment anymore. You know what I mean? Buhari's ministers, they lock comment section when young people show up. Propaganda for propaganda. Truth to you know all those things. They were spending billions and billions to plant all those things in your mind. IP unknown gunmen from nowhere. They also, so when they had all of that, they decided to what? They kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. He wants to break Nigeria with a radio station. Very, very dangerous weapons that we found on him. How they are moving weapons. Where are the weapons? Camera phone. Canon camera, digital camera, laptop, and MTN SIM card. The most dangerous weapons to overthrow Buhari. But like I told you, they control the information people have access to in Nigeria. So they were they were easily able, they were able to easily convince and misled a lot of Nigerians in that regard. So they created unknown gunmen. So they were gaslighting IPOB, linking them to it, even though there is no single evidence of it. Today, to this day, they have kidnapped thousands of Biafrans in the name of IPOB. They locked them up in different prisons all over the place without trial. They couldn't take them to any court. They went to Kenya to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu, brought him to Nigeria in a private jet, drugged him, and then tortured him. But when it's time for them to bring him to court, because they have nothing. So when they finished with the IPOB, that was when they didn't finish with the IPOB, that was when the young people who staged the NSAS protest, staged the protest right before our eyes. So we were watching protests, everybody together, to the point that protests began to be interesting, attractive to so many people, that they would just say, oh, I need to close early, I'm going to Ojota. Oh, I need to close, I'm going to Alausa. I need to close early, I'm going to Lekki, where they're going to see others demanding that the rotten system should fix the police brutality and corruption. Right before our eyes, they started the gaslighting. These people are saying they want to overthrow Buhari. These people are saying that Buhari must this and that. These people are saying that they are going to go take over Aso Rock. They are like the IPOB. Bam! They brought in soldiers. The rest, they say, is a sad history that will never go away. They killed and killed and killed, then denying them in death, and then they criminalized them by hunting them down for what they did by making the power that be in Nigeria so uncomfortable. So all of this happened. Gaslighting. This one are gaslighting pro max, because PDP influencers, APC influencers, who told you that your anger, your frustration is not enough to fix Nigeria? We all need to talk with common sense, but nobody won't give them money. So the only people who are available to give them money are who? APC, PDP. Who are they going to target? Surprisingly, Atiku and Tifnubu know they attack themselves. No. Tifnubu will say, Peter Obi, control your followers, they are abusing me. Atiku will say, Peter Obi, control your followers, they are bullying me. No joke on social media right now. You can only win on social media. But this social media, it can't be like, say, Baba, the coalition of PDP, APC, and the rest of them is the best thing that ever happened to them in any recent time, because I've never seen anything like that. So if there's anything Peter Obi and his movement they have done today, is that they have managed to unite APC, PDP, and everything around them together to come after you. So talking about gaslighting, now they are now dragging IPOB again, for God's sake. Dragging them again into your charade, even when every one of them have maintained the graveyard silence when the IPOB members are being killed. Innocent people are being slaughtered in Nigeria, and they are getting away with that. But when it is convenient, PDP, APC have now come together to say, Peter Obi people are this or that. It's so fun to see. For me, I am just here to encourage you, the Obidients, okay? Make una no slow down. Press their neck, continue. So I want to see something. I want to see if their coalition will eventually push all of you to realize that, hey, PVC, no be waiting go save you now. But it could be the starter, especially now that many of you are more determined like never. Or let me say, you are more determined than ever right now. But me, I love that. I want to see something. Press their neck. I can't believe it. They are Tifnumbu, and all of their sellers with all the influence that they claim to have every day. Peter Obi this, Obidient that. They are trying to gaslight you to stop. And I don't think you should. You shouldn't. I know it's going to be dirty. I know una go after go and una go enter yourself. But you see the fact that you have now controlled the social media, and every day what I read from the powerful influencers, as you call them, is that if you want to see them with any engagement anywhere, it is when they are complaining, lamenting about you. So if you can maintain it to that, the time they said they want to do the election, I mean, if you say it don't break that, it's bringing that prophecy to life or to reality. The closer you are to that, it's like a day of reckoning. The closer you are to it, is the closer you are to that day of reckoning, where the truth about what Nigeria represents, which is going to defeat all your purposes, where it's going to hit you, and it's going to hit you differently. I can see the energy. I can see all the tempo. I know they take prisoner. I like it. Don't slow down. What they will do is so they can no longer bully you. Okay. If you are following the Obedient and the rest of them on social media right now, they can no longer be bullied. They are the ones that are now being accused of bullying other. Propaganda. They can no longer use propaganda to sway many of you anymore. Propaganda can't work on you. You are actually the one that are now being accused of using propaganda to defeat them. So, it's good to be alive. Oh. If you live long enough, you go see things that you never believe will ever happen. Like what we have right now. Everything don't propagate. Everything don't scatter. So they don't control the whole thing anymore. It is that bad for the Atifkus and the rest of them as we speak. So what can they do? You just talk, you abuse everybody. Baba, make I tell you something, okay? If you are supporting Kolu, right? Let me tell you something. You have to get used to it. Oh. Small picking, children, as you will call them. All these small picking, they don't get any respect for elders. What is wrong with all of you? Oh, yeah, go and use all this your noise now to go and make your Peter be president. It no matter. You are dealing with the failed, the generation that, those of you who are older, that you have failed. You have failed them. You can't demand respect from them. You need to respect elder. In Yoruba, we respect our leaders. Egbon, on my size, they will size you. These ones now, you are dealing with angry young people. You better just maintain your peace if you don't want them to drag you like Tiger Generator. Tiger Generator. These ones that if you are looking for respect, let's say you are supporting Kolu or you are supporting Atifku, look everywhere, smell everywhere. Respect is the last thing you should bring to the table. If you think you can see, this is not a generation where you'll be walking about and say, what is wrong with you? Why don't you have any respect, Baba? The respect starts from you. And that starts from you being what? If you don't get anything to say, just keep it to yourself. If you want to disgrace your family, if you want them to size your family, tell you how old you are, disgrace you, cha. Go out there, come they look for people where you want preach to, where you want advice, and the rest of that. But if you are thinking smart enough, the people who contributed to this frustration, the rogues who contributed to this terrorism and all this backwardness, this hate and division, yeah, they are the ones you found in that APC, PDP. They are there, domiciled there. Everything about them still what? Represent that. And the young people know. That's where I'm going. Remember I told you something about social media. Social media connects people to the right information when they want them. And if you have information, as they say, information is power. Baba, information can turn you to a billionaire. if you have the right information. Trading information can make you a rich man, a very, very rich and powerful person. Information. So Nigerian system hold back lot of the access to the right information. So they now dish out diluted lies laced with tribal, bigotry and the rest, religious, fanaticism. Because those are the only way they can manage a sizable number of the population and continue to direct them. But every day, more and more people are yearning for more information that are liberating them in their reaction. Anger. Very angry. How did they do it? We don't even get electricity. Why do we not have this? Why do we not have that? I mean, why, young people, the people who failed them are many of you in your 60s, in your 70s. You failed us. But you are not responsible. It is because of your irresponsibility. Many of you. That is why we, the young people today, are now standing up for different things that we believe in. That is so contrary to what many of you older generation of one Nigerianists probably just doze on. Do you understand? We now have access to more information, and we realize that seriously, many of you just get age for head. You no get sense. Like calendar, na number you get for head. You no get brain. So, and young people are now feeling insulted that they listen to many of you older people who have only done one thing to help, like they conditioned you. You helped them to condition us so that we can be like you, as useless as possible, follow as possible. And the only thing you use most is that they even get respect. So these young people don't have any respect for people who have no respect for them. You didn't respect us in the first place. Or you never thought that we will also one day have to grow old too. Yeah? And we have to live in the world that you build. But you didn't build anything, did you? No, you didn't. If you did, the hunger in the land will not be this massive. Trust me, it won't. The older generation destroyed a lot of things. They played the tribal division, they played the religious, gaslight, and the rest of all those things. Just to maintain the life that was convenient for you, but that life is gone. And the rest of us that you brought into this world, into that life, here we are, struggling to survive, struggling to keep our heads above water. And you who destroyed everything, destroyed that future. You are demanding respect. Respect for who? So this generation won't. And the reason is not because they lack home training. No. All of us get home training to some extent. And it is out of that home training that we feel insulted that those who claim to care never really cared. They were just feeding fat and looting what should be our future, only to turn around to start asking for respect. You need to respect your elders. Oh, respect kill you, dear. Respect kill you, Danu. Now you are seeing it. The world you built is the one we are now living. Some of these young people, they want to build the future that they will feature in their own way. And if they have to insult your miserable old age to achieve it, even if they have to fail, I mean, there's nothing wrong in trying, challenging the status quo, press their neck, push them very well, let them scream and bleed, let them even do this, because it has gotten to a stage whereby they just have to resort to cultists, people who are ready to collect shishi. A lot of you are not collecting money because nobody is going to give you any money. So fine. We know they give shishi. Or more. The latest right now is that if you should go and say vote wisely, say vote wisely na insult now. Do you know? Okay, maybe you don't. If you go to anywhere in Nigeria, social media or on the street and you say, My brother, vote wisely. Oh, if he attack you, now you go come there and say, why are you slapping me now? I said vote wisely. I say you are insulting Tinubu. You are telling people not to vote for Tinubu. That's when you say vote wisely. You are telling them not to vote for Atiku. Even though you are not telling them to vote for Obio. Just tell people and say, let everybody shall vote wisely, sha. You go just see people there. Where's your father? Show us your father. You this useless people. Oh, you this IPOB. Why don't you go to your country? Why don't you go and get your Biafra? Yeah, you are just coming here to come and lead Nigeria. Say, about which level now? Why are you the para? Why are you the angry? Why are you mad? I only said vote wisely. I didn't say anything. Make Nigeria just vote wisely. Oh, now attack. Oh, I'm just saying it to you in case if you don't know. You go somewhere and you say vote wisely. Oh, they will attack you because now attack. You are telling people to, because if you tell people to vote wisely, you are telling them not to vote at Tifku or Tifnumbu. Watch your mouth. As we speak. The song where would they manage? Where everybody they manage. Oh, where's that song again? Make I go look for her. Song where all of us they manage. E reach Kabaka time, go remix Sam. All to make sure say if people know they collect shishi, we they collect cultists, liars, killers, murderers, extortionists are the people that they are now recruiting to help them come for you and your obedience. Message. With the singer song, Jeje, make a look for them before I even show you. Because if you hear that now, many of you probably will forget. What the original sounds like. So this is the original. One sec. Remember it. Do you remember it now? You reach Kabaka turn. Go remix Sam. Bad man. Baba we do it, make a journey local. Make us obey, not more to buy. Because of that one, I make a journey local. Every local. Baba we do it, I make a journey local. He walk with man, Igbo man. He walk with man, Yoruba man. He walk with man, Hausa man. Because of that one, I make a journey local. Every local. Baba we do it, I make a journey local. Every local. Baba we do it, I make a journey local. School fees for the time. Because of that one, I make a journey local. Every local. Baba we do it, I make a journey local. Everything. You cover yourself. Before the remix, Kabaka, God could forgive you. Song where we say we don't see the proper remix, came with a beat, nice beat and all of that. You can't reach your turn, you can't change them to Emi Lokan, Baba we do well. If they shout Emi Lokan, oh, Baba we do well, make us join Emi Lokan. We can listen to it again because being fair, we need to learn that remix too. Kabaka. Wait. No be the bishop woman be that. You remember that APC bishop woman? Or maybe she's not on duty, on bishop duty yesterday. Just had to quickly do the other. She's the one doing like that, Sabi. That bishop woman. I'm going to go look for a photo. That bishop. Baba we do well, make us journey local. Make us today, not small to buy. Because of that one, I make us journey local. Every local. Baba we do well, I make us journey local. He walk with man, he go man. He walk with man, Yoruba man. He walk with man, Hausa man. Because of that one, I make us journey local. Every local. Baba we do well, I make us journey local. Every local. Baba we do well, I make us journey local. School fees for the time. Because of that one, I make us journey local. Every local. Baba we do well, I make us journey local. I think she's the one. I've been looking for that picture, but I couldn't find it. She's the APC bishop that time. See her dancing there. Papa do they shall tell me look. Nigeria craze. But for the sake of my if you are first time viewers, right? Let me give you an idea what Nigeria really is, okay? You will think, well, the Constitution of Nigeria should explain who is Nigerian and who is not, right? But that's not the case, okay? 10 things you should remember about the fraudulent 1999 Constitution. One of the reasons why it's easier for people to be blackmailing you or try to gaslight you into what you are witnessing today because of your charade and all of that, right? This is what actually contributed to that. Because you watching me right now, like me, showing up as Nigerian, you probably don't know that you are not with any citizenship right that says you are a Nigerian. Did you know that? Right. For those of us who have said that until something is done about this, elections, so president or this or that, or they are just a way. I mean, they are just ways to buy more time and get more people killed before you finally do the right thing. 1999 Constitution by Ninas. Something to educate yourself, your mind, for a few minutes.
Ten things you never knew about the 1999 Constitution. Did you know that the 1999 Constitution was promulgated by the Military Decree 24 of 1999? And to think of it, this 1999 Constitution was never subjected to a referendum.
Did you also know that this 1999 Constitution was written by a selected few that never got the consent of the indigenous nationalities or its representation?
Did you know that after writing the 1999 Constitution, it was hidden from the public until after the inauguration of President Obasanjo in 1999?
Funny enough, This 1999 constitution was not printed by the government press or any known printers in 1999.
Did you know that the 1999 Constitution created a unitary government as against the projected federal government, and this forged an inefficient over-centralized government, as well as creating a centralized judiciary whom has never been autonomous?
In all this, did you know that this 1999 constitution falsely and maliciously claims that the indigenous nationalities willingly handed over their lands and resources to the federal government?
And interestingly, did you know that the 1999 Constitution calls state governors chief security officers, but at the same time centralized all the security agencies and denies these state governors control over any of the security agencies?
And finally, do you know that the illegitimate 1999 Constitution in Section 6, subsection 6c, absolves the government from liabilities regarding rights of the citizens as provided in Chapter 2, making this right not justifiable?
This and many more are the reasons why corruption, unaccountability, incompetence, and insecurity are institutionalized in Nigeria.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. Oh. Now you mumu na too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise.
Well, I wish you all the best in all your endeavors. Just always have it at the back of your mind. For every action of yours, there's always a consequence, if not consequences. And you can save ourselves a lot of, a lot of heartbreak, bloodshed, and the rest, if we all agree that we can all go our separate ways, respectfully and peacefully. Some said, my dream on. It's not going to happen that way. It's never going to go down easy. I said, well, that's my wish. But when people want what they want, they will do anything to get that. I'm talking about people, you and me. Once we have that common ground, and it's only Nigeria that will push us there. So all of you now, obedient, keep it up, keep pressing their neck, keep going. If you can push that till December, I want to see something. As it is right now, Ruto has put it off in Kenya. And Kenya is as divided as Nigeria. Okay? But some of you are not following them too. It was really, really a bitter one. And I don't even know how they're going to come out of it as well after the whole thing. But they'll probably figure it out. Yeah? Because they are not thinking of breaking up like they have broken up entire Nigeria. So keep it up. Press their neck. Make them make mistakes, as they say. When we're playing football, then they will say, make them make mistakes. Because from their mistakes lies your liberty, your freedom. No matter or however it comes, don't give it up. I want to take calls tonight. I need to to get some tea. So to every one of us on the yorubaunion.org, those of us who have signed up, the good news is that now you can see others, okay? The first set of, they told me, they said the first 1,800 or thereabout of us who signed up the first 24 hours when this whole thing was put up, then that was about a week or so ago, you probably would have to re-sign up. All you have to do is this. We will be sending you a link, okay? That link is going to allow you to re-sign up. Now, if you re-sign up and then I got approved, you will be able to also send requests, friend requests, and all of that. You can even message others too. I wish I could describe that. Let me see if I can show you that briefly before I take off. So that's where we are working on. I've been so busy with what I went to do in London, and I'm done with that now. This is me back on the old beat, as they say, back on the beat. So on the beat means that if you have signed up before, go on to Yoruba Union now, okay? If you go on to yorubaunion.org, right, and you put up your name, you will be able to accept, see, our friend request. Let me show you. I'll show you now. Just quickly, okay? Go on to yorubaunion.org. Sign up with the little information we're asking for. We're not asking for too much details for now. because of a data security. So this one are just briefs, okay, which are your name, your ID, your username, you create one, your email address, just to get correspondence from us signing up, okay? So once you are done with that, yeah, your name, your first name and your last name. Once you are done with that, then you can go on and put on your profile. Now, this is what your profile will look like. I haven't, well, good enough. I can do with you now. So this is what my profile looks like. No activity. I've not done anything on there. Okay. But I have a friend request. See, these are requests from my fellow Yoruba brothers and sisters who have joined. This one is Oluwa B shooting. I don't know what's that. So let me say, I want to accept these two people. Just a moment. Oh. So let's say yeah. So let's say I want to accept them. This is where I'm going to go, right? You can accept them being my friend. That's us connecting. Remember, the intention is to make sure that all Yorubas who are interested in contributing and making an impact on everything that we have complained about going on back home in Nigeria, you can't do anything if you don't have the resources to. You can't help if you don't have the resources to. And the resources coming from the people who come together in unison, right, to do something is quite great. We've done it many times on My Egun's Diary Political, and we have succeeded. So now you can search for me, okay? So if you have signed up before, like I said, please, you will need to go back. It's either you delete the account or you go back and you can re-sign up or wait for us to send you a request. So I've got somebody, I've got two people or maybe three, right? Ade Adams, myself, and then others, right? So just look for whoever you want to look for and send them their own request. And, that's how it is. We're going to build a community whereby we can exchange information about activities, events organized by us all over the world. We can mobilize ourselves, and this can be called our own platform where we are going to do great things, big and great things, impactful things as they march our people into 2023. So all this, hang on. Yeah, I'm going to see. Somebody just sent me a friend request. If you are watching me live, this is Owoyele Oluwa Shegun, so I'm going to accept. Now, me and Oluwa Shegun can talk if I want to message him. So let's see. So if I want to message him, I go to message, right? And the message is here showing up. I can just say, hi. Hi. Hey, Omo Yami. Ilombo. When I'm done, I send a message to Shegun and I'm back to my own profile. You get that now? So from this time, we'll be able to know where do we have ourselves, the Yorubas. So once this whole thing is figured and sorted, the security and others sorted, you are going to add more information about yourselves, about ourselves. We're going to add more. So and data security in Europe or all over the world right now, they are serious thing, and I don't want us to violate any kind of a privacy law, including things we are doing with sincerity and open mind. Okay, so we are going to continue to do it step by step, and then we're going to get there. We're going to do it greatly. So thank you very much. Don't let anybody hack your account, okay? So if you sign up, you may not be able to log in right away, all right? So all you have to know is this, right? All you have to do is, hang on. Now, I think I can send invitation. I can open group. For now, I can say, I can open a group, Egbe, Omo, Yoruba, Ijebu, Omo, all that stuff. I can set that up. And you can come there and be part of it. And also, let me see if I can put up. I want to try and see if I can put up Sorry, I'm doing this with you just like I've just been messaged that I could go on and then work on it. So I think it's going to be settings and profile settings. No, that's not the one. Let's go back. Anyway, you can play around with that. I'm going to come back and then, take a few calls as we speak, okay? And then we'll take it on from there. So call it a break. And when I get back, we'll take it on from here, okay? Don't go anywhere, at least. I'll be back. Meanwhile, you can still like and share the broadcast if you haven't.
Liar.